Hello artists, my name is Sajid Rahim. I'm a 2D 3D artist and animator. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare the clothing for the rigging. You can create your clothing in the Marvelous Designer, or you can also create these in Clo3d. Marvelous Designer and Clo3d are almost same, but Clo3d is more advanced and better than Marvelous Designer. So in this tutorial, the things that we are going to mention are the same in the Marvelous Designer and in the Clo3d. So here, as you can see, I am in the Clo3d. I have a very cool model in a warrior outfit. I have created this warrior outfit within the Clo3d, and I also have made a tutorial for this, how you can make a warrior outfit like this, and also how you can add the designs and add the textures and all the things. So here I have a model ready, and I also have prepared my UVs in the UV editor. You can pick UV editor from here. Here you can see I have my legging has two UDEMs. I have exported this 4K, so one texture for the front legging part is a 4K texture, and for the back side is also a 4K texture. So my legging will look very realistic in high quality. And the top tank also has two textures for the front and for the back, and this is also 4K for each style. So this will also look very realistic and in a high quality. If we zoom closer to our fabric, it will look like this. So okay, after preparing your UVs, if your UVs are not in the correct space, you can just right click and reset UV to 2D arrangement. It will reset your arrangement like in your 2D editor have, and you can simply after this you can make changes to these. You can scale the size of the texture or UVs, and I already have done this. So okay, maybe I show you how you can quickly do this. Just right click on the fabric you want to fit into the UV. Just click on it and then fit UV 0 to 1. So it will fit into this UV1. And if you wish to move your texture to any of these UDEMs or UV tiles, you can move it very easily. You can move with the mouse, or you can also just press the left or right or up or down key to fit into the correct UV space. Because I already have done these, and I have baked these with this bake key, texture settings. I already have exported my textures in 4K. So I am going to reset. These are the UVs that I have here. Okay, the first step, when you wish to export your model, I prefer export your model in individual parts. Like here, first I will export my model with the legging, or I will just only export the legging, and then I will only export the top tank. Just select the legging, go to the file, export, and OBJ selected. Put any name to your fabric, and here you will see some option. I will show you how you can export your model in a single object, and in thin and in a thick form. So just pick the single object, and you can also pick the thin, and when you pick the thin, you will see two more options. unwelded and welded. So you have these two options. I will show you later. And you also have a thicker one. If you export your model as a single object and you want your model to be thicker, so just choose this one. Here is the UV your UV size, texture size, and for the scale just choose the Dell Studio and scale should be 100%. We have one more option here. If we wish to export our model into multiple parts, here you can see my legging has so many parts, like this one, the top band one, and the middle one, and the curves. Here you can see I have so many cuts on here. So all the parts will be exported separately, but all the parts will be exported, but these will not be as a single object. When you import this OBJ file into any software, you will see a very long list of your models, and you have to attach these models one by one by yourself. Or you can also, if you don't want to export all the individual parts, just select the single one, thicker one, and export it. But sometimes we face some problems with the thicker one. I will show you what problem we can face. And if we export our model in a thinner form, we can also face some problems, and I will show you how we can fix this as well. And this in the single, again we have two options, welded or unwelded. So I have exported my model in a single unwelded thin form, and I also have exported my model in a single object thick form, because I already have exported. Here you can see thick OBJ files. So in the thick folder I have two files, legging thick and the top tank thick. And in the thin folder I have exported my legging model in a thin form, and top tank is also in a thin form. And here I have opened the Character Creator 4 to show you how we can prepare model for the rigging, and we can also prepare our models in the Blender as well. I will also show you, or maybe let me just open the Blender. Okay, first of all, what we are going to do, we need our model. First we are going to work on the thicker model, and we will face some issues, and we will solve the issues. So I will show you how you can solve these issues, but sometimes the issues that we are going to face can be solved, and sometimes these issues can't be solved. So because this is a very big problem, so to solve this problem we need our model to be exported in a thin form. So if we failed to prepare our models with the thicker one, we will go to the thinner models and we will prepare our models for rigging with these thinner models. But these are the models that are exported in thin form. We will make these models thicker later, and then we will apply these models to our characters, and we can rig these models, and we will not face any issues. Okay, we are now in the Character Creator, and I have all the softwares are open. I will also show you how you can stitch these models in 3ds Max, and sometimes we face some texture or a material issue in the Max. How we can fix these issues in the Blender, I will also show you. So first I am going to import my model for the rigging. So I am going to import the thicker one. Just go to the create section menu here, and in the accessory option, just go to there and first we are going to import the thicker model. First I'm going to import this top tank in a thicker form. Here is our model. Okay, you can see our model is on the viewport now. Just correct the location to hide our character body. I am also going to change the color of the top tank so we can see this easily, or we can also add a texture. Okay, here you can see one more problem we have, that we have exported our top tank for two type of textures and in two UDEMs, like I show you. Here you can see my UVs are in two UDEMs, but if we hide our character, here you can see we only have one material here, and the back side is taking texture from the front, and we don't want, because we want our texture, our front texture on the front and the back texture for the back. We can fix this very easily in the Blender. I will show you how you can fix this, or maybe I will show you quickly. Just import the model into the Blender. We need the thicker one. Here is the thicker top tank. The model is now imported, and the model scale is very big. We can scale this very easily by pressing S, or we can work on it as well. So I'm going to the side of the our garment, and I am also going to select the lasso, and I'm going to select the X-ray mode on, turn the X-ray mode on, and just simply select these parts and press Ctrl L to select all. Hold down the shift key to select these all parts, and if I press G and move it to the side, here you can see all the back side is selected. So now what we are going to do, just go to the shading mode, and in the shading mode, or in the go to the material mode, and add create a new texture by pressing this button and press this one, and make a name called top tank front, and make one more material by hitting this one and make this new. Double click on the name and make the name top tank back. So we only need these two materials. I am going to delete these materials that comes with the Clo3d or Marvelous Designer. Okay, just go to the shading mode, and here you can see our model is selected. Just press the tab key to go into the edit mode, and now because we have selected our back side, so we are going to the top tank back material, and here you will find a button called assign. If you are in edit mode, you can see this button, but if I press tab again, now we are in out of edit mode. We don't have these options. So make sure you are in edit mode, and the right part of the fabric selected and right material selected that we created, and we are going to assign it. Back side for the back side, assign. Now the back side is assigned for the back side of the material. Now we are going to press Ctrl I to invert all. So our front side is now selected. Just pick the front material and assign. Now our front side is assigned to the front. And now select these old material that comes with the Marvelous Designer or Clo3d, and just pick the material here. Just drag and drop the material to the slots. Here you can see the front is applied on the front. Now from this slot we have to choose this one, or we can also select from this one. For the back side, just drag the back side of the texture, and here you can see we have our model now textured, and we have two materials called front and back. And then we also don't need the cube and light and the camera. Just select the model and export, and in the export settings select FBX. If we wish to export our model with the texture, just select the go to the path mode, select the copy and hit this button, and we can export our model with the texture. Here I am creating a new folder and making a name Blender to CC4. I will make the name for the fabric top tank. Okay, the model is now exported. Here go to the folder where we have exported our model. Now again go to the create menu, go to the accessories and select the model that we exported from the Blender. Here Blender to CC4. Our model is very big, so we have to go to the modify section and the attribute section, go down to this transform section and type 100. So our model will be 100% scaled, and come back to the right location and with the right scale as well. So here you can see, if we go to the material section, we have two material type, front and back. These are the materials that we have now created in the Blender. So if you face the problem, if you import your model directly from the Clo, you will see you don't have all the materials here. So for this you need Blender, or you can also use 3ds Max or any other software. So okay, I'm going to unhide the character again. We can also adjust the gizmo to the right location. Just go to the attribute section, and here you will find a pivot section. Just hit the center pivot, so our pivot is now into the center of the model, or we can also pick any side of the selected model. So we need our pivot to the center, so this is why I choose this one. Here you can see we have a thicker model. We have all the material types that we need, and now we are going to skin this to our character. Just go to the modify section and select the object you want to transfer skin weights. Just press the just press the button transform skin weights, and you will see this option. Click on this one, apply, and then our top tank is now skinned with our model. And here you can see the our tank top is not covering the body. This is why, because we have this character. We have created our fabrics for only this character, and this character have a thinner body than the character creator 4. So this is why we have to go to the conform section, and we have to recalculate the collision. So we wish our top tank to cover the front side of the body, and please make sure when I hit the calculate button, you see all the points will be stitchy. You will see the problem that I'm going to show you. Here you see all the sides and the vertices are not welded, and this is the problem that we are going to fix. Sometime we fix this issue with the technique that I'm going to show you, and sometime we don't fix this issue with the ZBrush. So for this one, we need our model in thin form that we have already exported. I will show you that one later, but first of all we are working on this one. So I'm going to undo this one, and I will send this to ZBrush. Just select the model and the parts you wish to export to the ZBrush, and hit the Go Z button, and make sure the template is create. Because if you choose the relink template, this is the template for relinking your model, because we are going to send our model fresh. We don't want to relink because we don't have because we already don't have our model in the ZBrush. So don't be confused, just hit the Go Z button and pick the create option, so your model will be in the ZBrush. Here you see we don't have a very big draw size, so just go to the preference, move this slider to 100% and move this slider around 50%, and from the sub tools select the top tank, increase the brush size, hit X to symmetrize, and then make a move select the move brush by pressing B, M, and here is the move brush, press V to select this one, and now we can move our top tank to cover the body. I'm going to turn off the symmetry because I only need to work on the left and right part separately, because the model or fabric is not symmetrical. So this is why we have to sometime turn on and turn off the symmetry. Okay, again I'm going to turn on the symmetry, and now again we are going to fix this. Okay, our body is now covered, but here you can see if I smooth the model by pressing shift key, here you see all the vertices are splitted because our vertices are not welded. So we can weld these very easily. We can also see this from the deform section. If we go to the deformation section, if we move this slider, this relax slider to full, you will see all the vertices are not attached. So we can fix this very easily. Just go to the geometry and modify topology, and here is a button weld points, and this is the threshold of the intensity of the power of the welding. So just hit the weld points, one value should be okay. And if we smooth our mesh, you see our mesh is not splitting. If I go to the deformation section and relax all, here you can see our model is top tank is relaxed, but our we have an issue that the back side of the fabric is also penetrating to the front, and we can see this very easily from the front. So this is a issue. If your model is perfect and you don't need to smooth your model, you are good to go, because your model is now still. We can send this model to character creator and we can animate this, and we will not face an issue. But if you need any smoothness, then this maybe happens, and if you don't want this one, if you don't want this issue, and I guess no one wants this issue that back side should remain to the back and front should remain to the front. So we don't need these sides to mesh each other. So our basic shirt, or sorry, top tank is now welded. We can export this to character creator. If we go to the material section, here you can see our model is now imported in the character creator, but when we go to the material section, again we don't have a second material, we have only one material. And for the older one that we fixed in the blender has two materials. Here you can see we have created the materials for the top tank, front and the back, both are here, but the same top tank that we exported to the Zbrush and bring back from the Zbrush, now we don't have the materials here. So again we have this issue. We can also resend this model to blender and reassign the materials, or we can send to the 3ds Max and reassign. So the first part of this section is completed. I show you how you can export and apply the materials, and how you can weld the parts. And this is the thicker model, and now we are going to work on the thinner fabrics. So for this, first we need to assign the materials, so this is very important. We will do this step into the 3ds Max. Okay, now I am in the thin objects, and here you can see I have a top tank with the textures, and this is the thinner one. Just import the top tank into the viewport, reset the location. First of all, we need to create two materials for two sections, because we have front side and the back side, so we need two materials. Just right click the model, make it editable poly, and select the sides that we want to assign our texture. I need back side of the texture separated and front side should be separated as well. So just drag any material. I will rename the material by double clicking on it, and I can rename it from here. I will name it top tank back, top tank back. We can duplicate this by pressing shift key and drag down and double click on it, and I will rename it top tank front. Here you can see I have a back side selected, so I will double click on the top tank back and I will assign this. So this material is assigned to the back side, and then I will press Ctrl I to inverse the selection, and front part is selected. Just double click on the top tank front and just assign the top tank front to the front. And we can also add our texture to see our model better. Okay, here you can see all the back side is selected and the texture is assigned, and this is the front part that I assigned. So now we have two texture like blender. Okay, now first we need to see and we need to weld the vertices. So for this, here you can see we have a thinner model. We will take it later, but first we need to weld the vertices. So go to the editable poly mode, select the border, select all the vertices are now selected. Hold down the control key and press the vertex button, and all these edges and the vertices that are very close to each other are now selected, and we can weld these vertices. Go to the edit vertices section. After the weld button, here you will see our weld settings. Click on it, and 0.1 is okay, and just hit OK to weld. And now you can see if I select my full model with the border selection, you see all the border lines are selected, but the internal vertices are not selected because these are welded. So our model is now in one mesh. And now we need to make our model thicker. This is very simple and very easy. Just select the model and go to the modifier section and press shell. Here we have a shell modifier applied, but we have a very thick model, so we need to decrease the outer amount. 0.1 should be okay for this type of fabric. But again we have one more problem. Here you can see the sharpness of the side is very visible and very high. Here you can see we can smooth this very easily. Just go to the modifier section again and press smooth. Here you will find a smooth modifier, and don't worry that model is looking like low poly or very different. So we can fix this very easily. Just hit the 32 button here, the last one, and you will see model will be smooth, and the sharp edges of this model will also be smooth. If I turn this modifier off, here you see the model is very sharp, and I'm going to turn on this again. Here the model is now look like rounded and very smooth. So here is our model now, and all the UVs are same. If we press UN and unwrap UVs modifier will appear. Just select that one, and you can see our UVs are perfect, and our materials are also done. Just right click on the model and convert to editable poly, and we can also rename the top tank and then export our model. Now this was a thinner model, and now this is a thicker model, and thicker model is we want. So now we can export this model. Now I'm going to export this model to the desktop. So this is top tank thick from Max. We can also export this model in FBX. Top tank FBX, and this is not the correct FBX. Just select and export model, and use this Autodesk FBX, and we can export the model. If you export your model with the texture, make sure to enable the embedded media on, and also the smoothing groups must be on. Okay, now we are in Creator 4 now. So just import the top tank that we have exported from 3ds Max. Okay, first we need to reset our top tank pivot. Just hit the middle one. Mostly we need to set our pivot to the middle. We also need to scale it little bit to cover the body. We will fix these later. Okay, now we have to transfer the skin weights. Default template is okay. Okay, now we have two options to fix this issue, or maybe we have three options. Let me just quickly show you. The first is recalculate the collision. Just go to the conform menu and recalculate the collision. It will automatically fix this issue. And let me just undo this one. And we also have one more issue. Just go to the edit mesh panel, select any vertex, and we can also select the soft selection, so we can set our fall off to how much influence we are going to assign to our selected vertex. So here is our body is hidden. Just select this point as well, or maybe you don't need to select this point. I need to select this point. Okay, just I'm going to move this one a little further from the body, and we also have to set this point, the back side of the top tank. Okay, now this method is also looks great, and we need to fix this the top section and the sides as well. So again, just we can calculate the collision. We already have done this, but we are going to fix this one from the edit mesh section. Now we can select these left and right both parts from the top, and we can increase the fall of radius. Or maybe just select this one and press E to enable the rotate gizmo, or maybe we can decrease the radius and try. Or maybe we can move this one, but this is not looking great, so we can fix this issue in ZBrush very easily. So just send the model to the ZBrush, select the character with the clothing and just send it to ZBrush. We are going to create a create template to send our character to ZBrush. Okay, now first of all we need to increase our draw size, our brush size. Just go to the draw section under the preference, and we also need to select the top tank as well, and we also need a symmetry. Just hit X to symmetrize again, and we also need to select a move brush by pressing B M V. Okay, now we have hided our body. Just resend it to ZBrush by hitting the Go Z button. Okay, our model is now updated. And now we are going to select our top tank again, and we are going to transfer our skin weights again, just to because we have reset the model topology, So maybe it's important to recalculate the collision and the transfer skin weights so it will properly move with the body. Okay, everything is now fine, and now we can move our model and we can test and see how it looks. Just go to the motion panel. If you don't see this one, just hit F9 or just select this button, and from here we have so many motions, different motions and poses categorized. So we need to go to the body rig section, and we need to select the full body. See here the rigging is working very well from the neck side and from the sides as well. Here you can see, okay, all the stretching areas are working perfect. Okay, now we are going to remove this one, and now again I'm going to repeat the same process for the legging. So I will also speed forward the legging part. So the main technique that I told you is enough, and you can create and add so many or how many outfits for your characters, so you can add easily, and you can make your fabrics thicker, and all the processes that I show you, you can apply. So I'm going to apply the same process that I have done for the top tank. I'm going to apply this method to the legging as well, and I'm going to speed forward this one. Okay, our legging topology is now fixed in the ZBrush, and now we can retransfer the skin weights. And we can test the motion as well. Okay, the cloths are moving with our character. We can also test the legs and these joints as well. okay. Everything is now perfect. You can also see from the back side as well. So now cloths are moving with our body, and the good thing is that our cloths are very not very thick, but our cloths are thick like they should be, and we are good to go. So friend, this is how you can create your clothing, and you can prepare this clothing for rigging. So if you like my efforts, then please like the video and please stay tuned with me, because I bring so many techniques and tricks for different artworks, and I also bring free models, so you can download my free models from the Squid and CG Trader, and I will put the link for you guys. So please stick to my channel and motivate me. I will bring more content inshallah, and I will be happy to help you people. Thank you very much.